What is the Drip Network's roadmap? This is for the Drip ecosystem. Mainly, we're going to be talking about the animal farm. There are some other components that are in play here, but what's incredible is that there was just an AMA. It was quite long. I think it came out to around 2.5 hours or so, where Forex Shark, the creator of the Drip Network's ecosystem, he went on and he addressed several things, including dates. So I have a couple different notes that I will be showing you guys, as well as I wrote down some notes myself here. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this. First up here, we can see with Generation Crypto, he also highlighted some of these key components. So I'm going to be reiterating a little bit of these as I go over my own notes, but let's go ahead and get to the most direct news first. Some of the stuff that you guys very likely are clicking on this video to know what's going on. So he mentions here the 5th of September. That's where they're going to be doing the dogs crediting. The landing page and the UI up before the 15th. Advertising will begin September 16th. And then Animal Farm live launch date is the 18th of October. Okay, so a couple things. First off, dogs crediting. This is part of the Animal Farm. There was a version 1 contract previously. Now we're seeing things migrating over to the version 2 contract. We already had this take place with the pig token previously. So the pig token, we're good. Now we have to worry about the dog token. When you get credited your dog token, this is for the people that were part of version 1 of the dog token. As far as for the trading activity, that's part of the Animal Farm, which again, the Animal Farm itself, live launch date is October 18th. So you have that opportunity to get credited. And also, when we're talking about the UI here, this UI for the 15th is primarily looking to be over for the Animal Farm side. When they go to do the crediting for the dogs token, that will be on the old UI. That'll be on the old website. That's just to make things a little bit easier for people to try and go through this process. But there is a new website UI that is coming, and that is expected to be up by the 15th. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover some of the other key components here. We also have this nice little graphic here. This is a preview image, what appears to be what we could be looking at for the Animal Farm. Let us know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? I will share my own opinion right now. I think this looks very sleek, sexy, sophisticated, very professional. I very much so enjoy this. Okay, moving on to the next element. So they're running a promotion. This is going back over towards the advertising type of period, which we're talking about the September 16th. So they're running a promotion where we will be able to work on essentially creating these ads, and there's going to be a lot of different tracking-based mechanics that goes into play with this. There is a huge incentive behind this as well, in which B&B comes into play that could be rewarded, or it appears that it's going to be rewarded for people based on the performance results of how these ad placements go. Dogs crediting on September 15th. Landing page, new UI between now and the 15th. Dog tokens from version 1. I already mentioned these elements here. Dogs crediting will be on the original website. Competition starts after the dogs crediting opens. So that being September 16th is when we're talking about this competition starting for advertising. And what was also incredible that they mentioned during the AMA, they have half a dozen influencers with millions of followers. These people are actually outside of the Drip ecosystem. They already have scheduled meetings with. Think about that for a second. The amount of people that are already currently in Drip Network right now, based on where we're at with our price action, based on the level of trading volume per day in this bear market. I mean, you guys can see Bitcoin is still hurting. It's below $20,000 right now previously. Bitcoin, I mean, really grasp that for a second. Bitcoin was at $69,000. It's less than $20,000 today, as of the time we're making this video. So the whole market has taken a huge hit. It's been a long dry spell. There are signs that maybe it could go lower. There's some other signs that it looks like we could potentially see a bounce soon. But as it is, Drip still exists. The Animal Farm is being worked on. It's essentially halfway done as far as for being out there and proactively being able to be traded upon. that little element is right around the corner. So the live date for the animal farm is Tuesday, October 18th, in case you were wondering what kind of day out of the week it is. Then let's also talk about scratchies. So scratchies, they're expecting that to launch about a month later. You're going to be looking around October 18th. So not necessarily October 18th, but they said approximately a month later. And those scratchy elements, if you're not familiar with that, it's basically like a scratching lottery ticket system. I have another video, at least one other video that's talked more about that. You guys can see that on my channel as well. And then there's also a game called Dogs of Fortune. If I remember hearing this correctly, that's about 2 weeks. Again, we're talking about a 3-hour AMA here. Dogs of Fortune is about 2 weeks after the animal farm opens. It's a game unlike others seen so far inside of this space. So when that game comes out, there's going to be some very interesting components to that. I might actually have another video. Let me know if you guys want to see that or not. But I'm thinking I might get another video up that focuses on just that game, the Dogs of Fortune, because Forex did go into quite a bit of detail at one point during that AMA. And so Drip is expected to play a role with that game as well, 2 or 3 weeks after the animal farm, I should say, for that game. And then there's new Drip contracts that will support the faucet and the vault, those expected to come after Scratchy. And at this pace, what we're looking at is a delivery phase. So a lot of this stuff is already done. In total, all the things that they have on their table right now, they said that everything's basically like 90% of it is actually finished. It's just about scheduling it out, layering things, working on the marketing, and they have a lot of money that can come into play for these things. They were talking about high 6 figures for marketing just in the immediate near future. So at this pace, you're looking at about 1 or 2 things being released per month. And that's leading up to the end of this year and going into next year as well. Additional things that are looking to be included, lending-based systems, for example, for next year. So those are some of the main key components of what came out of that AMA. There was a lot of information, a lot of useful information. They took a lot of different community-based questions. I feel that what I just touched on are more than likely going to be the main things people were wondering about going into this AMA, but I highly recommend that you go check out Bartertown's full AMA video if you want to get the in-depth review of everything, hearing it directly from the creator Forex Shark's own mouth. You have that reference that will be in the description down below, and hopefully this video did give you guys a jump start. I'm pretty sure that I got my dates accurate on this stuff, but if you want to double check on things, go ahead and check out the comments down below. Somebody may end up making a correction on me, but I was taking some notes as I was listening in throughout the process. I believe that I got those accurate. We can see that other people did hear similarly specific dates. Again, just to kind of wrap this up here for you guys is the 15th of September. That's the crediting of the dog tokens. Once you're credited, you cannot trade that until until October 18th. And then as far as the UI goes, you're looking at that coming on the 15th. Advertising for a lot of this stuff we're looking to have after that day on the 16th. Okay? So if you guys are not involved with Drip yet, which is one component, we're talking about the animal farm, there's lots of things that are in play here, but let's say you want to earn 1% interest per day. Drip has been around for over a year now during this entire bear market, and it's still maintaining paying its 1% out, which for clarification purposes, you're earning 1% in Drip. So literally you're receiving Drip. The value of Drip is dictated based on supply and demand. There's other videos that I've gone over of how this whole design system works. But if you want to opt in, because it's an optional thing, to get 1% interest per day, I will have a referral link in the description. You can go ahead and go check that out. It goes through the drip.community website. And that's what I've got for you guys in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up like button. Feel free to subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you are a fan of drip, if you're planning on getting into it, if you just got into it. And also, if you think this video is helpful, share it on social media, tag, make sure that other people have the ability to come and hear the latest on this. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're new. I am not a financial advisor. I really want to stress that again. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. Please go do your own research. There's a lot of material that's out there. Other people have done videos on this as well, not just me. There's a white paper through their website. I highly encourage you guys to go ahead and take an opportunity to read through that for yourself. And if you have questions about these things, you can even reach out to me on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm at CryptoAtlasYT, at CryptoAtlasYT. You can see my handle right down here where the little flashing piece is for you guys. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next episode. God bless.